Well, good afternoon, my YouTube friends. It's Margaret again from M.E.s Orchids, and what I thought I'd do today is up pot this Phaius tankervilliae. And what can I say about this this orchid? It's commonly known as a swamp orchid, and it's a terrestrial orchid that behaves like as though it's a perennial. And you'll see here, there's plenty of roots. There's one come out there, can you see? That one there. And I've just noticed today that we've got another one just coming through there as well. See, it's an active growth at the moment. And so this doesn't like to be overly watered, it just likes to be moist, and it likes a slightly humus rich soil. So I have like a African violet mix here with some bark in, and I can't remember what else I've put in now because it's been a while since I've actually repotted this. I think it's November 18. Anyway, what I've got here is a bag full of everything. A bit of bark, humus rich soil. I've even got a piece of grow stone there. And I'm going to up pot it to this size, which is the next size up. And then when I've upsized this, what I'll do then is I will put this inside one of the black plastic pots. If you saw one of my frags yesterday, they just sit wonderfully inside the black plastic pots, and that will now give it, this orchid, a couple of years growth. Now I've got that there, but it's been there a while. I don't know what that is, and let's have a look. I think it came with that one there. So it's not decided yet what it's doing. That's dried up a little bit, that black there. But we've got a growth here, and we've got a growth there, and unfortunately that was the leaf that was damaged when I put it outside, so I'm not putting it outside again. I mean, it does like air movement, but it doesn't like being bashed about. So all I do now is, it's quite simple really. I'll just place some of this medium in here. Hopefully I can just sit the pot on it now and it's at the right height. There we go. And you see, it's just nicely at the right height, that is. And then what I've got to try and do now is just gently manoeuvre this media round inside the pot. Some of the larger pieces of bark, of course, won't go down because there isn't enough gap, but I'll try and get down what I can. See what I mean? Already we're filling that up. This is very similar actually to how you would do a house plant or a plant in the garden. that you don't really want to disturb, but you just need to move it up a size. To try and use up all this, because it's surprising it's a lot larger pot, and it'll take quite a lot to fill it. So we manoeuvre around here now, and then I've got to be very gentle to how I manage to get the actual plant out of its original pot without actually breaking down the root ball. So let's see. Now I do know, I tell you, from Florida, you can actually grow this Phaius tankervilliae as a perennial in your garden. Now wouldn't that just be wonderful? But unfortunately for us, we can't do that here. Still trying to manoeuvre as much in as I can. It might be a case of that I have to try and get the other amount. See, I'm just round that area now. So if I can push this slightly back, as Roger shows you when he does his repotting videos. I'll push that slightly back now. And let this... Let's have a look here. I don't actually think I'm far off now. You see? It's just a little bit round there. Right. Let's hope I've put enough in there so that when I come to pull that out now, it won't all collapse. And then I've also got a container full here of orchid feed, which I've put everything in this morning. It's had calcium, it's had NPK, it's had seaweed extract, and it's also had Epsom salts, and I think it brought it up to 245. So there we go. See, there's just a little bit around there, but that's completely. I could just try and just manoeuvre a little bit more just in here. And of course, you've got to choose your moment when to do this, because it can't be too wet, your media, and it can't be too dry. Right, so here we go. I'm on camera now, and let's just see whether or not it will actually lift out. I'm going to just push it in, so it's packed in. There. Oh, sod's law, isn't it? See what I mean about it collapsing in? Well, what can you do? All I can do is very, very gently now. This is like that dam at Whaley Bridge we've got in Derbyshire. Whaley Bridge is not that far from where I live. And the town's had to be evacuated. Now I could be making a bigger mess here. So let's stop and see if I can now try and manoeuvre this out here, out of its pot, because what I want to do is not damage those two roots if I can help it. I've been holding on and holding on to try and just find the right time just to lift this out of its pot because of that soil collapsing on me, and also trying not to damage these roots. Let's see whether I'm going to be able to do that. I'm nearly there, I think. It's just, you've all seen this, haven't you, where you have to squeeze and squeeze, and hopefully it will release. Oh, it's releasing. There we go. So it's not released into a complete ball, but it's released enough that I can place it in here and fill around it. So I'm going to put the old soil back, and then it might now be sitting a little bit proud, but at the end of the day, better to be a little bit proud and have all the roots intact than to collapse all that media. Because what I'm able to do now is pick up that other media and place it all around. That's how long. So the shock won't be too great. Now let's just have a look at that. See, there's the root, you see. Could just do it, manoeuvring that just gently. Let's put a little bit more of this compost. Down there. And then what I can do then is very gently. There we go. Just lift it from there. Filling up these little gaps. And right, let me just have a look now. Do I need to scrape all this together here? Put it over the top. Right. So that's all intact now. And you see, just by up potting it, I've not hardly had to disturb those roots, and we'll soon see in a few weeks' time, because in a few weeks' time those roots will start to emerge here into this area. There's that one. I'm not sure whether that's one there, but we'll soon see. And then what I'm going to do now is, I don't think it'll actually fit inside this one. Oh yes, so it's going to fit inside this one now. And what I'm going to do is, I've got this feed here. I'm going to put enough in. In fact, I'll put a little bit more, because this will very, very quickly absorb that water. Just gently do it, as it allows it to go down without spilling, see? And then This'll take up all those nutrients now. It's just overflowing a little tiny bit. Now I can mark this label now that I've repotted it, and this will be fine now. I should be able to have this in this bigger pot for the next 2 years, and then I shall have to find another bigger pot then, because I don't think I've got any more of this size. So let's just pick you up, and then there it is. Put the light on and you can see it. There we go. Like I say, it's a nice healthy plant, and that was the leaf that was damaged, but there's nothing I can do about that. But I didn't cut it off because there's nothing wrong with the leaf. And I think when I first got this, it was a tiny little orchid in an 8-inch pot, and so it's gone up from the first side. I've repotted it now 3 times in well, see, it's been repotted 3 times. So thank you for joining me, thank you for sparing me the time, and I'll come back again if I've got anything that's unusual. So from me to you, take care, bye bye now.